Never place relationships ahead of your personal ambitions, as you may end up losing both. Just because things could have unfolded differently doesn't necessarily mean they would have been better. You might think you're the sweetest peach on the tree, but there will always be some who don't prefer peaches. It's important to remember that comfort can make you mentally weak. Growth comes from discomfort and challenges. You might hear many life lessons from others, but true understanding only comes when you experience things for yourself. It's when you no longer serve a purpose in someone's life that you really see who they are. The key to life is not in avoiding failures, but in learning to embrace them, as they are essential to your growth. Don't dismiss problems you can see coming. Having the foresight to anticipate issues is a gift. Learn to trust it. Not everything that comes to your mind needs to be said. Words spoken out of anger will only lead to regret and shame. Health is the foundation of all blessings in life. A beggar with good health is happier than a king in poor health. In relationships, the person who cares less often holds the power. When you can laugh at yourself, you'll always find something to laugh about. Education may be difficult and painful, but the rewards are worth it in the end. If someone insists they're speaking the truth, there's a good chance they're hiding something. Failure is not a setback. It's an opportunity to learn and improve. Some problems simply aren't yours to solve. Focus on the things that affect you directly. You'll find much more peace in life when you focus on what truly matters to you. Regret has no place in your life, as you did your best with the knowledge and abilities you had at the time. True happiness comes not from ideal circumstances, but from the ability to adapt and find peace within your situation. Pay close attention to those who claim to love you. They may only be using you for their benefit. Trust yourself and follow your instincts when making decisions. People's opinions of you are rarely about you. They're almost always about themselves. If people could take back the pain they've caused you, you would lose the strength you've gained from overcoming it. Don't chase after relationships or validation. Focus on personal growth, integrity, and kindness. The right people will find their way to you when the time is right. Concentrate on becoming the best version of yourself, because people will come and go in your life. Keep your thoughts, ideas, and ambitions to yourself. A friend today might become an enemy tomorrow, and the less others know about you, the less they can use against you. Surround yourself with wise and like-minded individuals, and avoid those whose presence brings negativity or foolishness. Stupidity is contagious, so protect yourself from it. Excuses are easy to find, but they won't help you achieve your goals. It's the courage to find solutions that truly matters. Not everyone will cheer for your success, and some may even actively wish for your failure. Don't let these people affect your path. You cannot control everything, so stop striving for perfection. It doesn't exist. The more you try to control, the more frustrated you'll become. Lower your expectations to avoid constant disappointment. Expecting too much from yourself or others can lead to a lifetime of dissatisfaction. Flexibility and openness are key. Those who refuse to change their minds are also the ones who remain stuck in place. Change begins within the mind. What you empower to control your thoughts will ultimately have power over you. Mastering your mind is the true secret to a fulfilled life. Time moves quickly, and once it's gone, you can never get it back. Be grateful for every moment, as things could always be worse. Live with urgency, pursue what you love, and never be afraid to take risks. Believe in yourself, and take charge of your own destiny. Life is far too short to waste on fears or regrets. Life is full of possibilities, and your belief in yourself is what truly shapes your reality. Don't shy away from establishing boundaries in your relationships. If someone chooses to leave because of them, consider it a sign that you're better off without them. The world around you may seem simple, but if the path ahead of you seems too easy, take a moment to consider if you're walking in someone else's shadow. Life makes more sense in hindsight, but it's only through living it forward that we truly learn. Choose to rise above hurt. If you don't allow yourself to feel wronged, then in truth, you haven't been harmed. You came into this world with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that balance. A man with a busy life doesn't find time for idle visits, just like how no flies are drawn to a pot that's already boiling. The magic you're searching for is often hidden in the work you keep avoiding. Embrace it and discover what you can accomplish. There's much peace in being single when you have peace of mind, far more than being in a relationship that drags you down. A hypocrite often reveals himself as someone in the process of change, learning, and growing. Money is not the ultimate goal. There's always more to earn, and life doesn't end because your income isn't fixed. Something else will work itself out. Not everyone you meet will stay with you in the long run, and that's okay. Some people are merely passing through, teaching you important lessons for the road ahead. Be selective with who you consider friends. Quality over quantity matters, as 4 quarters are worth much more than 100 pennies. Success in the world doesn't replace the failures you might face within your own home. Life isn't always fair. Cheaters may win temporarily, but the struggle never ends. No matter how bleak things seem, you have to keep fighting. Worrying about what might go wrong is often pointless. Most of the things you fear never come to pass. Just because you dislike a particular chapter in your life doesn't mean you'll dislike the entire book. Your worst moments do not define your ability to achieve. You can go through life without making a single mistake and still lose. It's not a sign of weakness, it's just part of life. The courage to truly exist comes from embracing yourself, flaws and all, despite the world's judgment. Happiness and sorrow coexist. Without one, the other loses its meaning. Don't allow anyone to treat you poorly just because you care about them. Some of the best choices I've made were when I stopped sharing the details of my life with others. In life, you have 3 options: to sit back and watch things unfold, to take action and make things happen, or to wonder how everything passed you by. Loneliness isn't simply being without people, it's the absence of real connection. Seek quality interactions rather than just the presence of others. When you laugh, the world laughs with you. But when you cry, you often face your tears alone. It's a natural instinct to care deeply about others' opinions, yet we tend to love ourselves more. Trust your intuition and don't wait. There's no need to postpone the things that matter to you. Take action now. Life is much simpler when you learn to forgive, especially when the apology you need never comes. Never underestimate the power of those who may seem foolish. Life gives you challenges, and it's up to you to make the most of them. When fate hands you lemons, make lemonade. Holding on to grudges harms no one but yourself. If you expect fairness from the world just because you're fair, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. It's like expecting a lion not to eat you simply because you haven't harmed him. Keep moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. You don't always need to feel good about what you're doing. Just keep pushing through, because the feeling will eventually pass, but your progress will remain. The journey toward becoming self-sufficient is one of the most important steps you can take in life. It is crucial to understand that, despite what you may think, you are not bound by your circumstances. You are not defined by your current situation or the struggles you face. In fact, true growth happens when you start taking control of your own destiny. You must realize that you have the power within you to shape your future, and if you don't embrace this now, you may never do so. Time waits for no one. Life's challenges are what ultimately shape us. It's not the easy times, but the difficult moments that teach us the most valuable lessons. When life gets tough, that's when you are closest to reaching your goals. The longer you dwell on your misfortunes, the stronger their grip on you becomes. It's easy to get caught up in the past, but true strength lies in moving forward. Instead of letting past struggles define you, let them propel you toward something better. A quiet life is often the happiest life. There is peace in silence, and sometimes it's better not to speak about everything. People tend to criticize what they don't understand. If you wouldn't accept advice from someone, why let their criticism affect you? Don't let anyone's negativity slow you down or deter you from your path. Life will throw obstacles your way, but remember, what stands in your way is the way forward. Use every challenge as a stepping stone toward your personal growth. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. They shape your soul and define the quality of your mind. The way you think influences everything around you. Choose to focus on positivity and growth, and your mind will reflect that energy. It doesn't matter how small the task may seem, no work is beneath you. What should be beneath you is a bloated ego. Keep your head down, work hard in silence, and let your success speak for itself. Don't waste time complaining about the job you have. Instead, show what you're capable of. Youth has its own unique power. When you're young, you're often unaware of the limits others believe exist. This ignorance can be a strength. Sometimes it's in our darkest moments that we realize we are not buried, but planted. Growth comes when we least expect it, and often, the most challenging times bring about the biggest breakthroughs. Don't dwell on regrets or mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Just stay positive, and joy will follow. Happiness isn't something you can chase. It's a byproduct of maintaining a positive mindset. We all have a choice in life. We can be negative or we can be positive. One will take you somewhere, while the other will keep you stuck. It's your choice. When I was young, I prayed for a bicycle. Then I realized that life doesn't work in simple ways. So I stole a bike and prayed for forgiveness. Life teaches you that things are not always as simple as you expect. Just because you face obstacles doesn't mean you are on the wrong path. It simply means you are being tested. Sometimes we seek safety, but safety is not what we are meant for. Like a ship in a harbor, safety feels good, but it is not the purpose of the ship. Life's true purpose is to venture out into the unknown, to face the waves, and to embrace uncertainty. Every person you meet has a role in your journey. Some teach you love, others show you what to avoid. They are all part of the process. Challenges are inevitable. Instead of wishing for them to disappear, face them head on. Challenges are a part of life, and you'll never grow if you keep avoiding them. Even the best people will be misunderstood at times. You might be the villain in someone's story, but that doesn't change who you are. Don't let the opinions of others define you. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are a product of your choices. Every decision you make shapes who you become. Growth requires discomfort. Sometimes you have to endure pain to grow stronger. There's no way around it. Life requires you to rise above challenges and learn to deal with them independently. The moment you start moving in the right direction, you stop being bothered by every little thing. You realize that life is too precious to waste on trivial matters. You're too focused on your journey to let small things derail you. Love is a powerful force, but it's often built on an illusion. We tend to fall in love with the idea of someone, imagining them as perfect, only to realize they're human just like us. Eventually, the fantasy fades, and with it, the love. It's a painful process, but it's part of growing up. Never take the people in your life for granted. You never know when someone will be gone, and you never truly understand how much they mean to you until they're no longer there. Appreciate those around you while you have them. When it comes to dealing with depression or sadness, it's important not to push these emotions away. Instead, embrace them. Welcome them as part of your journey. When you invite pain into your life, it can offer valuable lessons and insights that you would never learn otherwise. Depression is like a guest in your house. Invite it in, sit with it, and see what it has to teach you. When you make decisions, take your time. Much like letting hot coffee cool, rushing into a decision without clarity can lead to mistakes. Give yourself the space to think things through. Life is full of surprises, and often, the things that break our hearts end up reshaping our vision of the world. Most people remain stuck because they hold on to things that no longer serve them. These attachments keep them anchored in place. But once you let go of what no longer serves you, you can move forward with clarity and purpose. Thank you for sticking with me until the end of this video. I hope the message resonates with you, and I encourage you to stay motivated. If you're ready to continue growing, to break free from the limitations holding you back, keep watching. Don't let this be your last step in the journey toward greatness. Subscribe and stay with us for the next chapter of your personal growth. Let's move forward together.